terrible, man.
Words are funny. That's why I can't make it in prison.
Wax on, wax off.
I mean, I got into drugs. I got into alcohol.
And once I beat him up, I was like, "This booty's juicy, boys. Dive in."
Remember, we said 3 men at the same time.
Yeah,
we got 5.
I don't use this word a lot. I use it maybe twice a day. Your friend's a cunt.
That's once. We'll see what happens the rest of the day.
Nah, I see my wife later. So Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Anthony. And this is Doors Open.
Brother, it's been forever. Guys, I don't know if you remember who this guy is.
Hi.
He was one of the original hosts many times ago.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him in
years?
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
It feels like years.
You've aged.
Man, I've been through a lot.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
I mean, I got into drugs, I got into alcohol, and then, I turned it around somehow, and then I'm back here now.
You gotta be careful, man, because you can end up in jail. Speaking of jail, have you heard of Fleece Johnson? This dude's blowing up everywhere right now.
Yeah. So I honestly haven't heard of Fleece Johnson because, in the pen that I was in, and we didn't talk about
still
that.
Going with this bit you in prison?
I guess so. Well, no, but tell me about Fleece Johnson.
Is this guy he's been in prison since he's like 14 years old.
Yeah.
He's like an old man now. And he's been making these videos for years, but they've just been popping up.
Right.
And
found footage stuff.
Yeah. And so his thing, he loves having sex with men.
I mean,
and he's married now, and he's just like, I love that booty, them juicy booties. It's hilarious.
So you got a clip, right?
Yeah, I got a clip ready. I was ready for this, guys.
All right, we're gonna watch this clip.
Some people say he looks like you. I don't think he does.
I mean, I think the producer Dowie says he looks like me.
I think he's being a little.
Get them eyes.
Oh, okay. All right, Fleece Johnson.
Have you seen someone drop soap and lose their butt?
Yeah, I have. I seen somebody fart. A lot of times, farting will get your butt took. People don't know that. When you fart, you know how people do it out here on the street trying to get some laugh stuff. Fart real loud, do it in prison. I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, as soon as you fart, somebody gonna holler, oh, speak to me, old toothless one. Y'all hear that? They're gonna say, man, that was loose, that's juicy. That's like, well, whoever did that is juicy. Whoever did that is juicy. And they gonna want you on that. So, when I picked up on that, I farted one time by mistake, but I looked at somebody else like, damn, man, you juicy like that? I threw it off for me. And yeah, they was on him all day. Hey, man, they start feeling his butt. One of them grabbed his butt over. He said, stop. All they don't done that thing, they hadn't bent over, and they doing it. So you go, fart. That's all you gotta do is fart, Fart out in the open. Call yourself showing out and see what they say. So when you fart, they're gonna say, y'all hear that? Ooh, boy, it spoke to me. Whoever did that, I want your number. Yeah, give me your cell number. I'm gonna come see you.
Give me your
buddy.
cell number. It's a whole new context.
You know what the most horrible thing? He put it on someone else.
Yeah, he did.
He farted and put it on someone else, and that guy ended up getting essayed. And he just no, leave me alone. I don't want this to happen. I didn't fart. I know the rules.
It wasn't me.
I gotta say, not that I'm a criminal, but one of the reasons why I'm like, man, it's not worth it to do any of this stuff. I don't want to go to prison, man.
Yeah.
Like I can throw hands, but I can't throw hands against like 30 dudes.
Yeah.
I can throw hands against a smaller dude.
I mean, we talked about fighting kids one time and how many kids we could fight, but how many prisoners do you think you could fight?
How big are they?
Your size are bigger.
My size are bigger.
Yeah.
So how many of me's can I beat, basically? Right?
Yeah. We'll say there's 5 of yous. There's 2 of hims. And there's probably
2 of him's dead off the bat. Off the bat, dude. And once I beat him up, I was like, "This booty's juicy, boys. Dive in." I throw it on him.
Hey, this dude took on 30 people and made it out.
I would say honestly, 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Because at the same time,
2
dudes. You pick one dude. You make sure he remembers the rest of your life. And maybe you get a second guy if you happen to knock that guy out. But realistically, like if everyone's fighting you, 2, 3 dudes max, you can get out of that situation.
Yeah.
Like all this, we watch a lot of kung fu movies, and we see all these guys fight 30 dudes. No, it's not gonna happen.
No.
They're not gonna wait one at a time. And
right.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna get your.
They're gonna dogpile you and then hold you down and then take turns.
Yeah, like I know. You speaking like you know too much about this.
Listen,
all right, how many guys do you think you take on? You gotta answer your question.
I mean, honestly, I think 2 to 3 would probably be the number. Yeah. Outside of that, I mean, even though, you know, in movies, like you said, fights seem to take on like forever, but like in real life, fights are like seconds.
You get tired, man.
Real quick.
I got a fight with 3 dudes, right?
Yeah.
I actually came on top of it.
Yeah,
I tell
yeah.
the story all the time.
Yeah, you did.
But dude, I was throwing up like blood. I don't remember getting hit that much.
Yeah.
But I was
You're
done. I was
breathing
exhausted.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So like and that was like the whole altercation maybe was a minute and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes by
I
real quick.
exerted everything in me to
Yeah.
the point where I'm throwing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, like real fights usually don't last that long. You're exhausted because you're adrenaline and everything hurts, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like punching someone in the face, you'll break your hand. I've broken my hand.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk. Like punching in fights is the worst thing you can do because you're going to break your hand.
That's why I shoot. You know, I have problems with somebody. I'm like, all right.
You're just going to shoot him. Here we go. Gun control.
Oh, I control my gun, dude. I control my gun. Control it from the hip.
Yep. And then we bring it right back. Like producer said, bring it right back. Now you go to prison.
Actually, I used to carry all the time.
Yeah.
But then there's one situation. I was with your brother, not kind of, right? So I was with my sister, who was the host of the podcast a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Morgan.
Shout out to Morgan. Thank you for filling in.
Yeah. And we were driving this car together because we have a business and we have some property.
Right.
And his brother was a cyclist. We're trying to be a cyclist. And he rode by us. And I thought it'd be really funny to like toss water him, like just the water part. And I did. And a police officer, and I didn't know it was a police officer. Like I pull over the property where I'm supposed to pull, right? And then I'm getting out of the car because I'm here to like change a battery or something. I can't remember what I'm doing.
Right.
And I left my gun like in the car or somewhere, but I usually have it on my hip. And so I get out and this lady is like, "Don't move." Right. And I look and it's an unmarked car and it's just a woman in not a uniform. She's pointing a gun at me. And I was like, "Why?" You know, I was like, what do you mean? Why are you pointing a gun at me?
Yeah.
She said, "Don't move." I said, "Don't move." And I was like, "I don't have to listen to you. Wait, what are you doing?" Long story short, I'll speed it up. It was a woman who was a policewoman, and she's like, "Well, I'm the police." I'm like, how am I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, I've got my lights on." I was like, "No, you don't." We both turn around and look, and she's like, "Well, I got a uniform." I was like, "No, you don't have a uniform on."
Yeah.
I was like, "You're an unmarked car. You're just wearing regular clothes, and you're pointing a gun at me."
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, if I had my gun, I probably would have pulled my gun, and I either would have shot a police officer or get shot by a police officer.
Right.
Neither one of these are good.
Or
And your boy, like I said, 2 dudes max. And this booty juicy.
Juicy. He farts a lot. You guys just don't know, man.
Farts are funny. That's why I can't make it in prison. I'm like, "Yo, boys." I'm the funny guy in prison. I'm like, "Yo, boys." Yeah. They're like,
That booty juicy.
Speaking to me. I go, "Who's that? Who's that?"
Oh, they be like, "Give me that cell number. Give me that cell number."
Yeah, so I can't go, man.
No. I understand. I mean, I don't want to go to prison anyway.
Yeah.
Like, period. It's not on my bucket list.
But is that one of the reasons that you're like, no way I'm doing this?
I mean,
it's
definitely
aside from the
a
moral
reason.
reason.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the reasons. Because, I mean, you know, you're incarcerated with, you know, just dudes. And, I mean, dudes are horny and gross and vulgar and
You think this
testosterone.
shit happens in like an all-female prison?
I mean,
Not like this capacity, though.
I don't know.
I feel like men, we think that like prisons, like male prisons, they're just getting assaulted all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Sexually assaulted as well.
Yeah.
Like, you believe that, right?
I mean, I feel like it. Yeah.
So I know someone
Yeah.
that talked about a story.
Right.
And someone they know went to jail for like a DUI.
Right.
Just a regular, not that it's good, but DUI.
Yeah.
And while they were in jail, they got sexually assaulted by 2 guys. Jail.
Yeah.
Overnight for getting drunk.
Yeah.
Like, they grabbed them in the bunk and just sexually assaulted them.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That happens in jail?
Yeah.
I mean, prison, you live there.
Yeah,
right?
you're living
jail,
yeah.
I feel like there should be a guard. Like in my mind, there's jail and there's I don't know, like deputies or something.
Right, just like right there. But I mean, they have like those minimal security jails type of places. So I mean, if there's not like a whole bunch of security around and everybody's locked up, they don't really care what's going on. I mean, you broke the law, so they're like, you're locked up.
How do you feel about that though?
About it, like getting assaulted in jail or in prison?
No, that's how people are treated in prison.
I mean, honestly, to me, I feel there's like goods and bads. So like you broke the law, now you get a free place to stay. You get regular meals a day.
But the meals they eat are kind of shitty, man.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still you're still getting free meals. Like regardless of what industry you're in, if you get a free meal, you get a free meal. It might not be gourmet, but I mean, it's a free meal.
I'm gonna look up what they eat in prison. Keep talking.
They eat steak.
Maybe when you're on death row, the last meal.
Yo, Tuesday. But I mean, sometimes I feel like they get a better deal depending on what they do. Like, you kill someone and they're like, oh, well, you go to jail and you just have to stay there for a little bit and we're going to give you free meals and you can make money in prison, like by working. So like you can come out with some money or something like that. Like, I feel like that was a program that was like implemented to where like you could make money to where once you're released, you have money versus like getting out of prison and having nothing to your name. Yeah, I mean, you can get your degree and stuff like that in prison. So, I mean, it's like...
This guy acting like prison ain't too bad, bro. I think it's a lot worse than you think.
Honestly, I think we make it worse. Like, we as in like people...
Oh, the people in jail.
The people in jail make... Yeah. Because you could make... I mean, it's the same thing in the like
they could just keep
world.
to themselves. Yeah. And like, hey, everybody, let's work out and let's go to Harvard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They all could do that. Let's learn computer science.
That'd be crazy. Like a whole Harvard class came out of a prison.
I mean, it could.
It could. It's possible. Yeah. So if you guys are in prison and watching this show, one, please don't come after us. Two.
Especially me, because he's saying you guys are eating good. You guys are making money. I think it's really rough for you guys. I'm sorry for your plight in life. I know you're sorry for the things you did. See, he don't think you're sorry. He don't think you're sorry for what you did. He think you deserve what you got.
I think you're trying to just put it on me right now.
I am, dude. I'm like, ooh, it's booty juicy. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Juicy booty.
But did you look up to see did you find anything?
I mean, I don't know if this is real.
It looked like school lunches.
These places look old. Like, this looks from the 70s. You know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of those prison shows, right? And it looks like they eat like shit.
Yeah.
It looks like it. And you can get commissary, which you can buy. It's like vending machines.
Yeah.
And they make their own stuff. And I've seen videos of people who are like gourmet prison chefs. There's a lot of TikTokers who do this.
I mean, they make like toilet wine and stuff like that too.
Yeah. And they get like an extension cord and cut out the cable. And they get like a piece of metal. And it heats up so it can boil food. And I've seen people make like cheesecake and shit. So, I mean, they're making the best what they can, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
But I think it's pretty understood that
kids don't go to prison. Don't do things to go to prison.
Not just kids, anybody, man.
Yes, anybody.
Avoid trying to fight somebody. Like, I've been young.
Yeah.
I'm grown. I'm an older guy. Like, I'm not trying to fight anybody.
Yeah.
Unless you look at me wrong. You know,
well,
unless you look at me, talk to me wrong, step on my white shoes.
Yeah. Your white shoes,
white shoes, dude. You know what's gonna happen to you? Same thing that happened on the inside, happening on the outside. Booty. Man, we talk. Maybe we do say too many gay jokes. You know what I mean? Maybe we do. All right,
it's just that guy culture, man.
Yeah, I think so. But let's get into it, right?
It's been long. It's been a while. So
what do you want to get into, bro?
What's the first?
Am I the asshole for insulting my husband for what he said about our daughter's boyfriend?
No.
Yeah, we both have daughters. And
yeah,
man, to hell with the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Well, mine doesn't have boyfriends, but
who you?
Yeah, get out of here. I told you. Have you seen Bad Boys? Of course you have. Right?
Yeah.
I totally would be like that.
Yeah.
Some boy shows up at my house trying to date my daughter.
And you just bad cop him the whole time. Throw him off.
Incidentally, he's acting like he went to jail and he was having sex with him. So I guess that ties perfectly into what we're talking about.
First off, if you go to jail having sex with men and you talking about juicy booties, I don't want you around my daughter.
No, Will Smith was, which is kind of ironic now too.
Oh, Will Smith.
Okay.
Yep.
My daughter, 17 female, recently started dating this boy, 17 male. At least they're the same age.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're right at the cusp, though. That boy hits 18. Statutory.
No. I'm just saying, like, you know, we all went to high school.
Yeah.
Like a 14-year-old dating an 18-year-old. I'm like, to me, that's weird.
Yeah, it's too much.
Too much.
But in the same,
this guy,
no. I'm just saying, like, once that 14-year-old is an 18-year-old and she's dating a 22-year-old,
it changes.
It changes. Yeah. No, it's
like there are girls who are freshmen dating seniors.
Yeah.
Or even people who just graduated.
College students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, I'm like,
that's too much.
Come on, man.
That's too much.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
14?
Yeah. Give them some time. Come on.
Yeah. Wait.
Yes. Like, my daughter's not going to date until she's 30.
My daughter promised me that, but
you gotta hold them to it.
I know. I'm trying. One of my biggest concerns when my daughter started dating is her getting mistreated. An obvious concern. However, after meeting her boyfriend at one of his baseball games, parentheses, she met him through one of her friends in baseball.
Right.
I realized this was not something I had to be seriously concerned about. Okay, that's good. So basically, he's saying he met him. He seemed like a decent guy.
Yeah.
Right. But you just met him.
Yeah.
They got the front.
That face, that mask on.
Yeah. Oh, well, what time do you want her home? Of course. No, dude. I don't trust any boy.
No boy. None of y'all. None of y'all.
Okay. He is genuinely one of the sweetest people I've ever met. Every time I see him interact with his coaches, his teammates, or his opponents, my daughter, etc., is always positive.
Okay.
He's just generally a very soft-spoken and kind individual, always positive and happy.
Okay.
I also say this with no ill intent, but he is fairly short and somewhat chubby. Oh, tubby, same thing, right? Which is relevant to my husband's opinion. Why are you laughing?
I mean, so he's a really nice guy, but in their eyes, he doesn't match up to the standard that they want their daughter.
Enough, right?
I mean, you didn't say wasn't attractive. He's just short and tubby.
I've never in my life has said tubby. I've heard it, right? Have you ever said tubby?
Have you said tubby?
I just did.
Yeah, you did a couple of times. But
Yeah.
I would say this is the first time I've heard you say tubby.
Yeah, I've never said tubby. Dude.
Yeah, because
That's
you
weird.
just call him.
I naturally said chubby when I read that.
Yeah.
I'm like, did that say tubby?
Yes. Teletubbies.
I obviously do not care about this as he's a good person and quite clearly treats my daughter well.
Right.
When my husband met him earlier, however, he did not seem as happy. Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah. He's not good enough for his daughter.
Yeah, he can't protect you, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you can protect him,
Dude,
but
you don't want a guy who's dating your daughter to be able to protect her?
Yeah.
You want him to be like, oh,
cower behind
her. You know what I mean? No, man.
No.
You better be ready to throw hands. Although earlier I was like, hey, don't fight. If my daughter involved, you better defend her your life.
Yes. If it's family, you definitely defend your family.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think the dad's going to be like, this little chubby, short kid.
Tubby, not chubby.
Tubby.
It's not in your vocabulary. It's all good.
I don't want it in my vocabulary. Once he had left, he told me that he don't think he was right for our daughter. He made comments about him not being man enough.
There he goes.
Yep. I said that our daughter clearly loves him and clearly loves our daughter. And that, 17, right?
Yeah, 17.
Yeah. Why do moms always be like that, though?
I mean,
moms always like,
they're always like
love each other.
that quick romantic and throwing love around like it's a easy thing. Love is hard. Love is
Like,
war.
Your wife should know, because when she was in high school, she loved a boy, and it wasn't you, was it? Right?
Yeah,
it was some
it's
other
true.
boy.
It's true.
Because she made a mistake. Because you don't.
Well, I mean,
love
you don't
anyone at
know.
17.
You don't know at 17. You don't know if this is really the person for you because I mean, look at all these like high school sweethearts that like wind up getting divorced or breaking up because it wasn't like that was all they knew at the time. And now they're in the world and they realize, oh my gosh, there are other people.
I'm totally segueing, going off the rails. Really, we do. But I think we have too many options now.
Yeah. I mean, because the internet.
Yeah, they just think, oh, you know what? I'll find someone better.
Yeah.
And I think people don't try hard in marriage.
Yeah.
Like always know when to say when, but sometimes people say when quick.
Yeah.
I don't like your job. I'm out of here.
You're
not cheating, right? I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, you gotta work at it. That's how you get the best, is if you like actually work at it. A diamond's not made in a day.
You gotta talk. You gotta. Sometimes you get a third person involved. I don't mean a threesome. I'm talking about a therapist.
I think he does mean a third.
I saw your eyes. You're like, yeah.
He does. He means a threesome.
No, do not, dude.
No, but therapy is a very, very good thing for a relationship.
Yeah, it's just a tune-up. Every relationship needs to. Every relationship needs to. I think we need therapists. That would be our therapist.
Nah, man. He's too juicy for this.
I don't like the way he's looking at me, though. He's looking at me like he's waiting for me to fart.
He is.
Last night he gave me some beans.
He's like,
man, beans good for you.
He's setting it up. He's
he's
back there. He's back there doing this too, man. Look,
I'm nervous. Okay. So loves our daughter, and that I'm happy she's with someone we know is going to treat her right. My husband said that he would rather her be with a real man, not some short little gay kid.
Wow.
I didn't say that. He said that.
Wow.
I got a little mad at him. You should. I mean, come on, Dad, take it easy.
That's his baby girl.
I mean, he shouldn't be like some sort of gay kid.
You shouldn't be throwing around words like that. Yes.
I got a little mad at this and said that, what would you rather have him be then? Some big macho man that snaps at our daughter? He responded by saying, that would be better than some fat pansy.
Wow.
Damn, double down, Dad.
Wow, Dad hates this dude.
I mean, I don't know how. I want to see a picture of this dude. Maybe what if he is like,
But I mean, he plays sports, so I mean that should be something.
I mean, no offense if you do this. What if he's like the ball boy? You know what I mean?
Or the water boy?
Yeah.
But I mean,
no offense. No offense. Okay?
Yeah.
No offense.
You know who was the water boy? Happy Gilmore was the water boy.
No, Happy Gilmore. No, you mean
Bobby Boucher. Yeah, Bobby Boucher was the water boy.
Now, see, Happy Gilmore was a man, right?
The same person.
He knocked
the same
out.
person. He was a hockey player.
He knocked you out. He beat up Bob Barker. Actually, they had a good fight.
No, it did. Bob Barker fought back. He did.
They're making a sequel to that.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, they're making sequels to all of our old stuff.
Don't hate on it, dude. I mean, like 40 years since that movie came out. I think long enough.
No, I think they should just move on. I'm not cool with sequels. But anyway, we're segueing.
No. Let's talk about the sequel problem. I told him he was just being an annoying dick to the kid for no reason, other than he doesn't think that he's man enough for some stupid, arbitrary reason, and that he should be supporting our daughter. He said, if you're fine for our daughter dating a fucking pansy, so be it, I guess. He stormed off, and I've been reflecting on it, and I think maybe what I said was uncalled for, as he has his own opinions and perspectives of what these things as a dad. And I should not have started throwing around insults, as that does nothing to fix the issue for our daughter and her boyfriend. That's good that you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't think you were out of line.
I think your husband kind of was out of line a little. He stormed off.
He's saying it to the kid, though.
He's not.
He's saying it to his wife.
Yeah.
Like in jest, kind of like, this pansy-ass kid, man.
Yeah.
Little weakling. Like, he's not saying it to the kid. He's just saying it to you. So until this kid reads this, he probably thinks that dad's fine with him. And the kid, he can't help that he's short, man.
Yeah.
He can help his tubbiness.
He could. But I mean, maybe the tubbiness is actually like just, muscle underneath. Like a sumo wrestler.
I don't think so, man.
I'm just trying to help.
What it means sumo wrestler? What the hell?
I don't know. I got nothing for that.
But I don't know. What kind of man do you see your daughter with? Physically, I guess, right? Because of course you want to be respectful,
right?
Have a decent living,
right,
and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully she'll marry someone that's like, I don't know, athletic, but like.
But she didn't have an athletic dad. So
what do you mean? I'm her dad. What do you mean?
No, I'm joking. So someone athletic.
Yeah. Who's got a really good head on their shoulders. I don't really care about like what field they're in. Like they could be making a lot of money or they could be making like a little money. As long as, you know, they're a good person and they take care of my daughter, I'm fine with it. You know, like my daughter's at this point is kind of short. So I think any guy is going to be taller than her. So I'm not.
What if he wasn't though?
If he's the same size, then that's fine. I mean,
how tall is your daughter?
I'm like 5'4".
Okay.
I think. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not like big on like physical appearance as much as like how you actually treat the person. Because that's really what matters to me is like how you feel in the relationship. If you're constantly fighting or bickering in a relationship, then why are you in the relationship? What is the reason that keeps you in this relationship?
As a parent with kids who are dating people, what do you set that boundary as far as what you feel okay to say? Because obviously, and we've talked about this on this podcast, everyone's got their own relationship, and a lot of times you hear only the negative things.
Right.
And there's a lot of positive. Obviously, you're with this person for a reason.
Right. Yeah.
But maybe she tells dad, like, oh, you know, Johnny just needs a better job, whatever, right? But as a parent, when do you step in and say, I got to do something about this? I need to interject here.
Right. I mean, I think
because Jordan is older,
yeah. Yes, and you know he and Gabby, who been on the show, they're still together. They're doing their thing. Actually,
I lost that bet. They're still together, Dowie.
Oh snap!
Just kidding, guys.
But you know they're doing their thing, and I mean Gabby seems like a really nice person. Jordan is enjoying his life with her right now. So like, I'm all for them. As long as they're like happy and like working together to grow together, that's fine. But like if you see your child getting pulled down or pulled into different directions that you feel aren't like the best, not necessarily like you're trying to force them to do something, but like if they're getting pulled into like drugs or depression or something, like that's when you need to like really step in.
But that's also part of life.
It is part of life.
Like obviously, I'm not saying let your kids be depressed.
Right.
But I'm saying like life is difficult and hard. And if you try to protect them from all the bad things, then they'll never know how to deal with it.
Right.
It's hard being a parent.
It is hard.
I'm going to throw some hypotheticals because I don't want to get specific because I'm not trying to hurt feelings.
Right.
But let's say you have a child, like a daughter. Well, you do have a daughter, but let's say she's dating someone. And let's say they're married and he cheats.
Yeah.
Right. And she's like, Dad, David cheated.
Right. Right.
Whatever. Right. And she approaches you about this. Do you say something? Do you do something? What do you do?
I would first talk to her to see where her mind is.
I want to kill him.
Then we will formulate the plan.
So she says, I'm hurt. I feel betrayed. He's supposed to be my forever person. We've been married 4 years.
Right.
I've been with him 7 years.
Right.
We have a daughter together.
Goes into the like.
Yes, the whole
so
thing.
Then
it's not just you.
You have to get to try to get to the root of the problem, but like realistically, you're biased in yourself. So the main thing is to kind of help them either get into therapy to where they get into that space to where they can actually talk and get to the root of the reason. Or if this dude is just like, you find out that this dude's been cheating around for way too long, then, you have to have that conversation, be like, maybe he's not the person for you.
And unfortunately, she might just say, well, I'm going to stay with him.
And then if that's the case, then, you just keep loving them, I mean, especially if they have kids, you don't want to be that negative force to be like, well, you're a piece of crap because you cheated on my.
Manage her life.
Yeah.
And she has her own family now.
Yeah.
You are an extension of that family.
Right.
But she has her own family unit.
Yeah.
Her husband and her child.
Her choices are her own. You're not going to force them to make a choice, especially if they're, a parent and stuff like that.
And this is going to sound bad, but he's probably got a side of a story.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why he cheated.
Might not be a great reason.
No, it might
be like, man, dude, she's always cooking and cleaning. You know what I'm saying? Tired.
I just got bored.
Some guys are like that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, she never has time for me. Because like when you have children, guy or girl, right? Someone's going to feel neglected.
Yes.
The wife might feel neglected because you're giving so much attention to the kid.
Right.
Or the husband might feel neglected because you are exhausted taking care of the kid, right?
Yeah.
Someone's going to feel like, I don't get enough attention, right? And they will feel bad saying that. And you will feel that they're bad saying that. Right. You're like, I'm doing everything I can.
Yeah.
And the first couple of years of having a kid, everyone thinks they're doing more than the other person. You know, and the truth is the dad is doing more.
Yes.
Dad,
always.
he's doing way more.
Right.
Men. Oh, you missed this, but I broke my finger and it's still broken.
Oh, whoops. I did miss that, but I saw it because I watched some of that.
Been right, guys.
Oh, snap.
Probably need physical therapy.
You do.
Nah, dude.
Oh, it's gonna stay like that for the rest of your life then.
I'll be like Denzel Washington. You know? He's got a weird finger. Okay. Well, okay. I just wanted your opinion of being a dad and like if that scenario happened because, you know.
What about you? What would you do in that scenario? You asked me, but I didn't.
I'm a good dad. So first off, no.
Wow.
All right. So someone cheats on my daughter, right?
After the rage, because I know that you'd rage up.
I'm a rager.
Yeah.
I would talk to her, see how she feels, and make sure no matter what decision she had made, I'll be as supportive as I can.
Right.
But I would give my opinions.
Right.
What I thought would be best. And I would tell her that, you know, don't tell all your friends.
No. Yeah.
Because what happens is,
bad.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. You guys have to decide that. He has to decide that.
Yeah.
You guys decide it together. Therapy.
Yep.
Of course. Now talk to him.
Yeah.
And I pull him aside. And I tell him that he ever cheated my daughter again, I'm fucking rip his head off. I say, look, I understand my daughter loves you. And he'd be like, listen, sir, I just made a mistake. I was like, no, I need you to shut the fuck up. I'll just listen, okay?
Grab him against the wall.
I should have known to have my daughter marry some macho man. I wish she married some dummy pansy. Not you good-looking piece of shit. No, but I would tell him that I would beat the fuck out. I don't care how big he was.
Yeah.
Your boys are gonna find a way.
Yeah.
I call all my boys. That's my way.
Yeah. Remember we said three men at the same time. Yeah, we got five.
That's the rule, right? So yeah, I'd let him know, like, look, you hurt her again. It's gonna be a big problem. I said, I understand relationships take work and they're not perfect. You made a mistake. I understand that. You made one mistake. You make it again, it'll be your last mistake.
Yep.
That's how it ended.
Yep. You know? I'll be right back, right behind you.
People like, dude, you 5'8", man. I'm 6'5". What the fuck you gonna do? And I'll walk away nervous like this. I feel like this scene from like, but yeah.
But anyway, so do we feel that she's
not the asshole? No, she's not the asshole. Her husband is not the asshole. He's just talking to you about it.
Yeah.
He'd be an asshole if he went to his daughters like, I'm not gonna let you be with that fat, chubby ass, pansy ass gay kid.
Yeah.
You know, that, like, no, don't do that. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's not an asshole unless he told the kid that or you that.
Right.
But
it's between husband and wife, so it's like,
you guys talk.
Yeah. You're supposed to talk.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, I don't think she's
not the asshole. On to the next. Okay. This is our favorite segment where it's am I overreacting? And I always click on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I don't read anything and we're always confused.
Yes.
So yeah, hopefully I don't do that this time.
I hope he does.
I will. It's gonna happen because I either will click on the picture and not read the heading, or be on the last page of the text and not know what's going on. Okay. Anyways, so it's my 24 female best friend's 25th birthday on Saturday. We had planned to go out for dinner and drinks with some of our friends.
Right.
I have lupus and I've been getting chemo for the last couple months to try to treat it. Damn, sorry.
Yeah.
She's well aware of this and even came with me to my last session. Although she did spend most of the time texting her boyfriend, which what do you want her to do?
Yeah, I mean, those sessions are long.
Yeah.
There's not much that someone else who's not in the session
She's just trying to be supportive, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, texting her boyfriend, I ordered her this cake from the super cute little bakery in our town, and was gonna bring it with me to the restaurant for her. I was supposed to have her chemo session. I was supposed to have my chemo session next Monday, but they had to reschedule it for this Saturday.
Okay.
That's kind of strange on a Saturday, but okay.
Yeah.
I'll buy it. This is how she reacted when I told her I wouldn't be able to come to her birthday. Am I overreacting, or is this crazy way to react? She's still getting her cake. I was going to get our mutual friend to give her the gifts that I bought her. But now I'm not so sure. Okay. So first off,
go. I would say she's not overreacting because this is like literally life or death. Sure. Like you're getting treatment, and it's not like you can just be like, it's not like a doctor's visit. It's like they're gonna like, this is a whole process that you have to go through, and like you want to make sure that you're staying on schedule. It's a medical procedure. Yeah, it is a medical procedure.
Yeah, like you said, life or death scenario. Yeah. I don't think you're overreacting, but I will say. Oh, go ahead.
No, you were saying but.
Okay, but when is this appointment? Why can't you hang out later?
Well, I mean, chemotherapy, like it's hours.
It takes a lot out of you.
Yeah, well, it takes a lot out of you, and it's a long process.
I'm just curious. Usually, you go out for drinks, so that's going to be later. Usually, a chemo session starts earlier.
Yeah, but it wipes you out.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, go ahead.
No,
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
it wipes you out. That's it.
Wipes you out.
If you've been through chemo or anything like that, and just drop it in the comments. Let us know what your thoughts are.
So the text goes as, this is the friend talking. Hey, blank. Let's call her just Jennifer, okay?
Jennifer.
No, let's call her. I have a sister named Jennifer. So I don't want to use Jennifer. Let's call her Rachel.
Rachel.
Hey, Ray. Just wanted to check you're still good for my birthday this Saturday. Also, just making sure that the cake's coming along fine. I know it's not unfound for blank bakery to mess up an order, so it won't be on you. She goes, hey, love. I was gonna text you later today. Actually, I had a call from the hospital this morning, and they rescheduled my chemo for this Saturday morning. So I don't think I'm gonna make it or be able to make it. And she goes, says her name. Daniel. Somebody said she's fine picking up the cake. Fine picking up the cake for you, though. So it should be no problems to be there. She goes, and then the friend goes, Rachel. She goes, well, no, not Rachel.
No,
whatever.
the friend. Yeah,
the friend. She goes, all right, okay, no worries. You said it's in the morning, right?
She said, oh, right, okay. Then came back, no worries.
She goes, all right.
So obviously she's processing.
Yes. All right, okay, good. All right, okay. No worries. And then some time passed. You said it's in the morning, right? What time is your appointment exactly?
Wow.
Because the reservation isn't until 8 p.m. So I think you'll be fine. No? I actually said this.
You did.
Yeah. And then she goes, I'm fine with the other friend bringing the cake. I understand that part, but I don't see how you wouldn't be able to make it or come. And then she goes, yeah, my appointment is at 10, but I don't know exactly how long it'll be at the hospital for blank. Even if I am home in time, I'm always super wiped out afterwards, as we talked about.
Right.
And she goes, I'll probably just spend the rest of the day in bed. And then the friend goes, in bed?
Question mark.
All right. And she goes, yeah, what do you mean? LOL.
Yeah.
And this is girl drama. We got to tell, right? Well, isn't that a little selfish? I'm not trying to trivialize your situation, but it's like a 10-minute procedure, and I'm sure the time between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. will be enough to recover. Plus, being out and eating food should be sure to get your energy back up anyways. I feel like you're just using something you can hold over me to get out of doing something that's important to me. I'm only turning 25 once.
Wow.
Let's process that.
Yeah.
Because initially you're like, this girl's a bitch.
Yeah.
Right? But I kind of feel like this girl posting this, she might be one of those needy friends too. I'm not saying she's got cancer or she's got lupus. She's got lupus. She's taking treatment.
Yeah.
But like maybe this is a recurring thing, her doing things that she cares about. Right? Like sometimes bad things happen to them, but they're not the best friends anyways.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, you're always doing something like that, right?
Yeah. Using it as a crutch.
I know I'm the outlier in this.
Yes.
That I'm saying like, hey, what is the deal here? But and you should, if you don't feel like going, don't go.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, there's a reason why she mentioned that.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm wondering how long, because the chemotherapy that I'm thinking of is the one where you're there for a couple of hours and like they're, giving you the shots and like you've got to like go through radiation and all that stuff. And it does wipe you out.
Yeah, sure.
But she said it was like only 10 minutes. And I'm like,
there are some procedures that were pretty quick.
Right.
Like she's been there.
Yeah, she was.
So why was she on her phone the whole time
for 10 minutes? That's also what I was thinking too. If
maybe the waiting room part. Maybe you're waiting for an hour to be seen, and then
maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
Like you can't spend 10 minutes to talk to your friend.
Yeah.
And the original post says, "What? It's not 10 minutes. I'm usually there for at least 3 hours. You know that because you came with me last time. This is why we always." Cuts.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hold anything over you. I'm just saying I'll be super sick and I'm not up for coming out.
Okay.
I probably wouldn't even be able to eat dinner anyways.
Yeah.
And then the friend goes, well, for starters, it was a little over 2 hours. So you're way off.
Way off. 10 minutes to a little over 2 hours.
Plus, what do you think? What do you think the vibe is going to be like when people ask where you're at? And I have to say you're recovering from chemo. I generally think you're holding it over me, and I'm not going to let the taboo-ness of the situation stop me from calling you out. Question mark? She's
a bad friend.
Listen, I take back what I said earlier. All right?
Yeah.
Take back what I said. This person is a bad person. She's a bad friend.
She's a bad friend. Okay, wait. Let's play devil's advocate.
Okay.
She's turning 25. She feels like it's a really big thing because, I mean, technically you're an adult because you can rent a car. You can do everything. Huh? You can rent a condo. Yeah, because you need to be 25 to rent a condo. So this is, in her mind, I guess, a big deal that outweighs this person's chemotherapy. Yes. Because I mean, the fact that she's going into chemo, so she knew that, so the schedule changed. So she was adapting to this. So she already talked to somebody else to come pick up the cake and pick up the presents, and it's going to be there. This person is going to be there. She's just not going to be there. But the friend is making a big deal about it because she's using her sickness as an excuse.
It's not even that too. She's saying like, oh, everyone's gonna make tonight about you because of your chemo.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, she can't help it. She's got to do chemo. You think she wants to be healthy,
right?
You think she wants this?
Yeah.
She doesn't want lupus.
Nobody wants to sit in chemo because their body's like failing them. They want to be out there having fun and living life. But this is what happens, and they have to do this
did you ever
to
think
live.
That maybe your friend feels sad and depressed because they have to go through all this process?
Yeah.
You think the mental strain of it all? You think she doesn't want to go out with her girlfriends too and enjoy the cake that she bought and say happy birthday to you and have some cocktails? Of course she does, but she feels shitty and like mentally and probably physically.
Yeah, physically, because it wipes you. And your immune system's also low. So that's even another thing on top of that.
Now she's going to be exposed to a bunch of drunk girls.
Yeah. Talking all in your face and coughing in your face.
Coughing. I don't know why they're coughing, but they could be. Farting.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So this is the last text thread. This is from the original post. What do you think the vibe is going to be like if everyone's trying to have a good time at dinner and I'm in the bathroom throwing up all night? I really don't think you were like this. Really like this. This is crazy. I'll send Fiona the details. Now she's saying her name. I'll send Fiona the details.
The friend that's picking up
to the bakery. Well, they mentioned her earlier, but they blacked it out. She probably just forgot.
Yeah.
Fiona the details to the bakery to pick up your cake, but I'm definitely staying home now.
Yep.
And then the friend goes, as if you're gonna come. And she puts a question mark laugh. So she's saying you never planned on coming, is what she's saying basically.
Yeah.
And then
the
original post.
So she said as if you're going to come, and she put two smiling faces, two laughing faces.
Yes. Because she's saying like you never planned on coming.
Yeah. And then so the original post was like, what? So she put the question mark bubble on top.
And then the original post says, Why would I spend my money on a cake for your birthday if I wasn't going to come? This is ridiculous. Laugh out loud. We've been friends for over 10 years, and this is how you're treating me? And then her friend goes, thumbs up. And that is the end of that conversation.
That's the end of that
You're
friendship.
not overreacting. This, I don't use this word a lot. I use it maybe twice a day. Your friend's a cunt.
Yeah. That's once. We'll see what happens the rest of the day.
I see my wife later. So I'm gonna save Oh, you gotta delete that.
No.
Keep it. Keep it.
He don't delete nothing. It's all, this is
delete
all
anything.
raw.
I always tell him to delete things, and I'm watching videos. I'm like, can you delete that?
It's all raw footage.
Okay. Well,
But no, not overreacting.
not overreacting.
I think underreacting, if anything. I'd be like, I'm sorry, our 10-year friendship is over.
They've been friends since high school.
Since she was 15.
Yeah. That's a bad friend.
Yeah.
She probably has always been a bad friend. This doesn't
Yeah.
happen over.
No.
Well, she acted like it came out of nowhere.
Well, I mean, I think the fact that she put in that little snippet where she went to chemo with her and was on her phone for the whole time with her boyfriend kind of show you what type of person she is. Like, yeah, I went to chemo with so-and-so.
But she still took 2 hours at her time to like try to be there. And for all we know, the original post is really boring.
I think,
You know?
I
And she's
think,
like, well, I gotta do something.
I think her friend probably doesn't even have a job. She's just like living off
We're
of
taking
people.
liberties here.
Yes, we are.
Yo, your friend ugly too.
No, she's pretty. She's pretty.
I think she is pretty.
She is pretty.
She's pretty. You sound like a pretty girl. A girl that probably break my heart.
Yes. Yeah.
What
Yep.
But guess what? I ended up marrying that girl.
Oh, snap.
Okay, well, I think that's gonna do it for today.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to be back.
Good to be back. High five.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I'm Matt.
And I'm Anthony. And this is Doors Open.